Hey everybody, and welcome back to My Liege, a strategy simulation game where you play as a lesser lord in a valley in medieval Europe. You answer to the High Lord, who in turn answers to the king. You're not the king, you're never going to be the king, you are the low man on the totem pole who is just trying to eke out a living while not getting crushed by the political intrigue going on around you. And the game unfolds through a series of weekly choices that you have to make that will either help or hinder your house's growth. There is no micromanaging here. You give the orders, other people carry them out. In the previous episode, we had helped choose the new High Arm, who serves as the High Lord's assistant when he is not available. And we, in turn, had been awarded the tournament that would be in the new High Arm's honor. So we're going to pick it up here at the start of Act 2. All right. Act 2, the High Arm Tourney. "'Tis midsummer for the Western Valley, and everywhere be abuzz with activity. It hath been a month since the Lord's Mount, and the nobles busy themselves with the outcome. The High Lord hath siege weapons in progress under House Marcave. Gossip of war is unfounded yet prevalent. The valley hath a new High Arm, Lord Stock. You won the honor of hosting a tourney for the new High Arm. As such, Geekton is hectic with activity in preparation." Okay, tourney preparations. Oh, is this the tournament grounds? Oh, look at this. Oh, this is so neat. The sun is high and the air is filled with the sounds of workers setting up tents and ensuring everything is in place for the grand event. Suddenly, Charles Keep approaches with a look of mild concern. "My lord, the preparations for the tournament are nearly complete, but there are a few matters that require your immediate attention. With only a fortnight remaining, these issues could affect the success of the event if not addressed promptly. What troubles thee? Speak plainly." "First, there is a shortage of quality timber needed to finish the jousting stands. We had used all of the reserves and need to find a new source soon. Should we cut down additional trees north of Geekton? No, I think we should purchase the required timber from House Carlbridge. It might help soothe, maybe soothe his bruised ego from choosing Sir Stock as High Lord and not him. Very well, I shall speak with the steward and have it done. The merchants from Geekton believe that they should have the right to set up the most prominent stalls given their loyalty to House Geek. Yet the merchants from Crest Hall, who bring exotic goods, argue that their presence will add prestige to the event. All right, so I am going to favor the local merchants and keep my own people happy. We're not going to kowtow any more to the capital than we have to. We should look after our own people first. Supporting these local merchants will show that we care for them." Yeah, that's the one. So we lost some gold. You can see in the stats in the upper right-hand corner. But we gained some morale. So our morale's doing well. And I'm not really worried about the gold because we just built an inn. So that should help us make the gold back that we lost by buying the lumber. Search for a coach. Your sibling, Abigail Geek, and the sole representative of the house in the upcoming joust, enters with a determined expression. "Lord Sibling, I come with a request. As you know, it hath been a decade since I last participated in a joust. Though I be confident in my abilities as a rider and fighter, I cannot deny that I am out of practice with the lance. To bring honor to our house, I seek your approval to hire a skilled jousting coach to help me prepare." I think that's a good idea. We want to give ourselves an advantage here. Let's provide funds for the jousting coach from the High Lord's own court. Confirm choice. Her face brightens with a mix of relief and determination. She stands a bit taller, motivated by the support. "Thank you. I shall make the most of this opportunity and shall not let thee down." All right, so we lose a little more gold, but you see what I was talking about. The inn is finished. Look at our new inn. My lord, the inn has been completed, and we shall expect to see visitors enjoying themselves in no time. And we've got new innkeepers, 3 new innkeepers. I love the way it just drops them down. And the fact that they look like Fisher-Price little people just makes me crack up every time I play this game. All right, so I am feeling pretty good about where we are. Let's see what the last thing for the week is. High morale, bumper harvest. Oh, look at that. So that was the one thing that was pretty low on our list. And if we get a good crop this year, we're going to be golden. We hath great news to hark on this day. The farmers managed a bumper crop this season to our surprise. The people say 'tis a sign of our family's just rule, yet I believe they simply work better when happier. And our food is back up. All right, let's move forward into August of 1351. Oh, is this the tournament? It's the start of the tournament, guys. I am excited. I am really enjoying this game. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button to let us know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It helps us to grow the channel, and you never miss an episode of My Liege. Okay, here we go. The High Arms opening statement. The tournament grounds are a bustling sea of color and noise. Banners of the various noble houses flutter in the breeze, and the excited murmurs create a lively atmosphere. At the center of it all, the grandstand has been erected, where the High Arm, Lord Stock, will deliver her opening speech. Good people of the Western Valley, it is with great pride that I hath been selected to be thy High Arm. Together we have forged a valley of strength, a place where honor and loyalty bind us as one. In these times, when the winds of uncertainty blow across the kingdom, we must look within and beyond our borders. Our valley is strong, yet 'tis our duty to be unyielding against any foreign threats that may seek to undermine our peace. As thy High Arm, I shall ensure we are never found wanting for when our mettle is tested. We shall flourish, protect thine lands, and see a prosperity unmatched. I thank thee for this tourney, and to all who compete, know that you do so with the hopes and strength of the valley behind you. Let this grand tourney commence. My lord sibling, good to see you. I seek your advice for my opponent. I am to face Sir Godfried Mallister in the joust's first round, a knight of renown sworn to the High Lord himself, so it shall not be an easy win, I fear. We have shared friendly words in the past, yet I know little about his skills personally. I find myself unsure how best to prepare for this contest. So my choices are to suggest last-minute training with our own Master-at-Arms, suggest consulting the Whisperhead to see if there's any secrets, offer to party with him the night before to keep them out late? No, that's not honorable. I have fought alongside Sir Mallister. I can speak to his fighting style. Aye, Sir Martin's training is harsh, yet if it maketh me stronger, then I shall face it head on. Okay, here we go. The start of the tournament. The tournament grounds are alive with excitement as the trumpets blare, signaling the start of the day's contests. Abigail Geek, clad in the colors of House Geek, sits astride her horse at one end of the lists. Across from her, Sir Godfried Mallister, a knight of imposing stature and gleaming armor, gives a nod of respect to their counterpart. All right, Abigail, make us proud. You can do this. Look at her over there. People of the valley, gather ye round. The next match is set between Sir Godfrey Mallister, sworn sword of our noble High Lord, and Abigail Geek, representing House Geek. The competitors urge their horses forward, lower lances, and meet with successfully deflected blows. On the second pass, Abigail's lance strikes true, catching Sir Mallister just above the shield and unseating them with a powerful blow. A clean hit! Abigail Geek hath unseated Sir Godfrey Mallister. The crowd roars for their hometown rider as Abigail rides over to their bested opponent as they regain their feet. A fine strike, Abigail Geek. Thou hast proven thy mettle today. It shall be mine honor to recall this match. She won! She did it, guys! Abigail beat Sir Mallister. August 23rd, 1351. All right, is that... As you walk through the marketplace, taking in the sights and sounds of the tourney, a familiar voice calls out. Lord Geek, what a pleasant surprise to find thee here among the common folk. The markets are quite lively today, are they not? And I must say, I am particularly looking forward to the match between Abigail and Sir Fillard. It would bring me no small amount of satisfaction to see that knight humbled, would it not? She leans closer and lowers her voice. Should Abigail manage to embarrass House Carlsbridge in their match, regardless of means, I should be most pleased indeed. Thou could expect House Stock would be eager to show support to anyone who humbles that pompous knight. Standing straight and back to their normal energetic self, Lord Stock bids thee goodbye as she continues making her way through the market. So she wants to ensure that her direct competitor, House Carlbridge's knight, loses. Again, that puts us in an awkward position, doesn't it? I mean, I was not a fan of Lord Carlsbridge. He's caused all sorts of trouble. But I'm definitely not going to bring dishonor to my house just to please Lord Stock. My lord sibling, I must prepare if I am to continue this success. What doth thou suggest? All right, so we can find our guards that trained under Sir Fillard in episode 1. We can offer words of encouragement, lie and tell them their opponent was disrespecting them. Without telling Abigail, sabotage their opponent's saddle. No. We're not doing that. We are playing it fair. If we lose, we lose. We keep our honor intact. Those guards have first-hand knowledge of how they train. The Master at Arms brings forth the guards that trained under Sir Fillard last fall. Tell me everything you remember. No detail is too small. If this knight has a pattern or a weakness, I want to know it. Together we shall find a way to best them. You know, this could backfire, but at least House Geek's honor will be intact. It is time for the second round of the tourney. Flags bearing the colors of the noble houses flutter in the breeze, and the air is thick with the excitement of the competition. Abigail takes her position as the announcer introduces them. A roar from the crowd for the hometown hero. The roar turns to jeers and boos as Sir Fillard is introduced, his armor resplendent and horse powerful. Abigail Geek bows to their opponent from horseback. Yet the Carlsbridge knight simply stares back. You see, this is not who we are. The signal is given, and both riders spur their horses into action. The ground trembles under the weight of the charging steeds as they make their first passes. With a thunderous clash, the lances strike. The impact sends a shockwave through the arena as Carlsbridge Knight wobbles in their saddle before falling to the dirt. She did it! She knocked him off! Abigail raises her visor, a look of surprise mingled with pride on her face as she acknowledges the roaring crowd. Sir Fillard stands disheveled, gives the bare minimum of a bow to his opponent, and in a huff leaves the field. We did it! Okay, so we kept our honor, and we won anyway. My lord, I hath met with the House Geek merchants. With the best spots to sell their wares, they are making more than we imagined. Our coffers will be filled by the end of this tourney. Yet I bring word that doth trouble me. There has been reports of sickness among the small folk. A pair of merchants from our own Geekton have taken ill. Unable to work the stalls, I sent them home to rest and recover. Sickness? Here at such a time? Oh, how dreadful. Thank you for bringing us this news. I shall have a servant check on them. Does anybody remember when the Black Death was? I mean, that's not what we're dealing with here, right? Okay. That's Lady Stock, isn't it? After the victory in round 2, Abigail Geek has found herself in the final round of the tournament. Sir Marina Stock is the final opponent, famed for being the youngest ever knighted in the Western Valley after their defense of the Valley Gates 10 years past. In the quiet of the early evening as the sun begins to set, you are surprised with a private meeting by Lord Stock as she enters your private tent. Lord Geek, thou hast brought thy house great honor in this tourney. Abigail hath proven to be a formidable competitor, and I commend thee for it. The final match be against my sister, Sir Marina. What an exciting time for our families. Uh-oh. Yet we both know how dangerous the joust can be, especially when two skilled competitors face off. I have no doubt in Sir Marina's abilities, yet I would not see either of our siblings come to harm. Injuries, even fatal accidents, are all too common in these contests, and I would not risk such a tragedy for either of our houses. With the outcome a near foregone conclusion, I had just the solution. Tell Abigail to throw the match. I knew it. I knew you couldn't trust any of these people. We can give the small folk the show they expect, yet when it matters most, thine rider takes a fall and both of our houses can remain safe. Of course, such a gesture would not go unrewarded. House Stock would see to it that House Geek is compensated handsomely, whether through trade, influence, or coin, whatever thy need may be. And there it is, guys. Think on it. Send a message if you accept. This has been a splendid tourney, and I look forward to the ending we all deserve. Your advisors and Abigail join thee to discuss options. So our choices are to accept the offer, decline the offer, or lie and tell Abigail that we decline, but accept the offer in secret. So, what do you guys think we should do? Do we want to appease the new high arm? Or do we want to risk making her upset with us? That is where we're going to end this episode of My Liege. Let me know what you think we should do down in the comments. If you guys are enjoying My Liege on the channel, hit that like button to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It helps us to grow the channel, and you never miss an episode of My Liege. We'll be back tomorrow with another video for you. Thanks for watching.